Welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Nefty, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are you tonight?
Good. Thank you for having me. Rudy, how you doing?
I'm good, Nefty. How's it going, man?
Good. The Yankees are half a game ahead of Baltimore in
Look
September.
at that.
Fall Classic, New York City. Let's go, baby.
Guys, forget that comment. Welcome to another Rudy Tuesday. Another Rudy Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. Rudy, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me again. Always a pleasure.
Guys, so Hot Toys didn't give us anything yet. Thank God. I am not complaining. I'm loving this break. I'm able to buy other things at the moment, which is great for me. When there's too much Hot Toys, I can't really look elsewhere because it's too much. So we are going to go over a few things. Rudy hasn't given us his take on the Iron Man, on the Mr. Freeze. So we're going to go over those real quickly. And then we're going to go over a few third-party things that I found. Not third-party, they're licensed, but they might as well be third-party. So let's get out of you guys first, and then we'll get started right away. Carlos, the very, very first one. Look at you. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
We have Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got Bo. Welcome, Bo.
How you doing?
Bob says, welcome, Stars Collectors. You've come to the hit that like on the way in. Unbelievable. Yes, guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you guys for being here, peasants. Let's see who else. Carter says, oh no, Hono veteran. Oh no, Hono veteran. We got Ryan in the house. Welcome, my friend.
How you doing?
Faz is late. Oh, guys, we have another awakened soul in the house. We have an awakened soul. Guys, we did it. One is better than zero. Ryan will be making a video, okay, on InArt and his experiences with InArt and how he feels about InArt. So stay tuned for that because it's coming very soon. I'm just happy he woke up. That's it. And slap a like. Yes, guys, please hit that like button. 20 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. We got Ren the Collector. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. What up, gang? Also, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Let's see who else is in. We got Joe in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got Leo in the house, channel member. Welcome.
How you doing?
Also, guys, thank you all the channel members for being here. If you haven't joined the channel, please think about it. You'll love it. Okay, we got Giovanni in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. We got Axel. Welcome. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Axel, where have you been?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Been MIA from the chat, Axel. I don't know what's going on. We got Harold in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
He said, holy,
I'm
not late. Unreal. We got Chris, my friend. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Rudy. Question: is that a collection of espresso machines in those cabinets, or are those figures?
I don't know. Is he poking fun at my my terrible display over here? Or
Well,
the
no,
box?
he always wants to know. He always wants to know if people are collecting at the moment. You know, so he's making sure that you're collecting.
I'm collecting. No, listen. It's fair to make fun of my display, but it's not going to be this way for long. So I'm pretty
guys.
about that.
You guys are gonna regret making fun of that display because in a couple of weeks, it'll be professional status. And my display is going to be the peasant one.
Holidays, huh, Rudy?
That's right. Just in time. After almost a year of waiting, right?
A year, that's it?
Welcome to
That's
the club.
Not bad, right?
Not
bad overall.
We got Christian in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. I spent $600 for a figure. $600 for a figure. Juicy is gonna get.
Do we know what figure it is? Are we gonna get a preview on it?
I think so. Do you wanna tell them, Ryan? Let them know which figure.
Ryan, which figure?
We got Gilbert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Thule. Welcome. Nice. Hit that like button, guys. There's 22 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Oh yeah, that's right. Bruce Wayne, he said.
Oh yeah, right.
Can you imagine $600 for paper? And I told you guys this from day one. They try to make the Joker, because obviously that's the one I have besides the Pennywise. Right. The very first one was the Joker. And for those who watch my video, I remember telling you guys, and even on streams, I told you guys, they're here to take your money, and that's it. And every time you get a figure, it's on to the next one, and who cares about that one anymore? And it's disgusting.
Right.
Thule. Oh, it's for Thule. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started. So, like I said, first we're gonna go over the announcements that Rudy didn't go over. Obviously, we haven't heard from Rudy as of last Tuesday. So let's get started, Rudy. So here we go. So as you can see, we have a Hono Iron Man, right? I'm sure you already saw what the features are, right? You have the magnetic activated LED arc reactor, which is very cool feature, right? We saw this with the So Toys Mr. Knight that I believe you own. So you got to experience those lights. Specifically speaking of the lights, how do you feel about that whole system and the fact that we got that from a third party? Again, it's nothing crazy. It's not crazy science by any means. It's been around for a while, but the fact that we got that first from a third party and not Hot Toys, what does that tell you, and how do you feel about that?
I mean, listen, it's cool, right? I like the feature, but it's still. Listen, it's better than button cell batteries and having to flick on the switch all the time. But at the same time, it's not like I like the ability to have everything USB powered now. Like, so to me, that's
you rather have that than the magnetic light up.
Yeah, unless they could do something. And I don't know if it was Joker J or if it was you guys. You were talking on another stream on Saturday about having like a base that has the magnetic field. Like I know some places have been playing with that.
They do have that. Companies do have
the figure on that. Yes. That would be cool. I think that would be a natural evolution. That would be awesome to just be able to put your figure on a base like that without having to plug that in. That'd be awesome.
You know what figure that would have been perfect with? That open armor Mark 7 that just came out, that statue. That would have been the perfect figure to do that with, because you have the magnet, you have the figure sitting on a magnetic base, and it'll light up the entire inside of it. That would have been the perfect opportunity for them to do.
Right. So I like that. I like that idea, and the big concern I have with the USB. So I like the USB because you can just plug it and leave your figure on. You do the smart home, right, or everything. You just have everything turn on. What I don't like is now you have to have a ton of cables. So your cable management is going to become a nightmare, especially with all the figures that have things. And
you're okay with that, having a nightmare of cables?
No, I'm saying it's not bad, but having that like a magnetic base or a pad where you could just put your figures on and they light up automatically, that'd be awesome. But maybe we're asking too much with that.
I'm telling you, I never, I know that's a thing. I've seen it before, but that would have been the best figure, the perfect figure to do that with.
Right.
Let's say hello to Joker J first. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
What's up, Joker?
Let's see who else is in the house. Everybody's saying hello to Joker J. We got Guillermo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Let's see who else is in here. All right, I think we caught up. I think the paint is so nice. It almost looked die-cast. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That does not look like it's silicone. I thought it was plastic in the beginning, believe it or not. I didn't even think it was silicone, and it looks great for what it is.
And those eyes, man.
Nefty, question for you. How do you feel about that that what Rudy's talking about, the magnetic base to light up for the light up function? You think that would be the top? Like, obviously we went from batteries, right, to now USB. Everybody lost their minds with the USB. Now, as you can see, we're getting, again, this is not third party, this is licensed, this is Hono, which is also, Hot Toys, right? So the fact that we're getting this from Hot Toys, from Hono now, right? Do you take this as an update, an upgrade, and do you expect Hot Toys to now forget the USB and get into this from now on, or are you still stuck on the fact that we're getting USB, and because it's now the norm, that should stay for as long as possible?
Well, I definitely feel that it would be a smart move for Hot Toys to use their Hono lines to test new, maybe not new innovations, but innovations that are out there in the 1/6 community field, so they can see how they can integrate it into their figures. And as they're working on the Hono line, they can start thinking about future Hot Toys and implementing those types of technology. The magnetic base with the electrical field and the LED lights, I've been seeing that a lot as well, and I can see that being something being used in the future. But it still requires an electrical line, meaning the base is going to have a line.
Correct.
And a quick thing, and you may know this already, Rudy, from being a module case owner, pre-plan and set up yourself with those USB hub base. Line it up. What I do is, given that the base is velvet, I further purchase more velvet from Joanne Fabric, and it's a lot of work, but you can hide the wires through because I have stands that I make myself, and I cover them in velvet, and the lines go through there. And if you lift up the velvet, it's an open air, and all the wires can go in there, and it's nice and neat.
But at least you hide them from nobody seeing them. That's nice.
And it's gonna be a lot of work, because I think of each module case as a scene, a canvas, right? So as you sit there and you say, okay, I want to display this, like that. That's where you got to start saying, okay, where am I going to divert the cables to and cover it? I can show you more in details on a video later on, so you can see how I did it. But it meshes in beautifully. But getting back to the topics with Hot Toys and Hono, it will behoove Hot Toys to start testing these technologies that are out there on the Hono line, and to see, later on integrated into the higher end Hot Toys.
I mean, I think you brought this up, right? Fabs, on Saturday, you were talking about how this is like a testing for them to like test the stuff on the silicone bodies and everything. Now it's a good test bed on a cheaper figure before they launch into something that's going to be crazy expensive.
And Rudy, you deal with silicone. The silicone you dealt with maybe a couple of years ago is probably not the same silicone you're seeing now in bodies, right?
Right. It's
changing, improving, and what have you.
Well, before it was like Hot Toys was using all those rubber bodies, right? Like we were talking about the old Rambo figure. That's pure rubber. That's all orange, right? That's like falling apart. It's like insane.
That's horrible.
Now, let me ask you: if they were to do the aliens figure, would they use something that we saw in Venom, and the big Venom, that glossy type of rubber? Do you have the Venom figure?
Hold on one second, Rudy. Let me say hello to Big Dog Pound. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Woo! This is in here real quickly before you guys continue. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend. All right, go ahead, Nefty.
No, I was saying, would they use that Venom rubberized body or style that we see now with the aliens? Because I remember I've been told that the aliens were plagued with that body, that rubber body crumbling and stuff. And
the rubber rod,
the technology then.
No, you're right. Because I had those, and then one of my biggest regrets is I ended up selling a lot of those. And look, maybe it's not a regret because they started falling apart, right? So, I got rid of them. They were still good because they were the originals, the very originals too, were kits that you had to put together.
Oh yeah, put them together.
So like the dog alien, it came in because Hot Toys didn't have the license to do figures. So they had 1/6 model kits.
Right.
And what happened was you would literally get the body, and then the legs, you just have to snap them in. And look, they had the ball joint, so you just snap them in.
Yep.
But the dog alien, for example, was notorious for the joints all being loose and everything.
Loose. The socket joint on the hip was breaking, completely cracking.
Right.
And it was useless because if you have a ball and socket joint and the socket's broken, where's that going? So that's what was going on. And it's funny you say that. The only old alien that I own is that dog alien. That
was cool, man. That guy looked cool.
I don't own anything else besides obviously the new warrior alien that came out like years ago.
But you think they can get it right now with technology?
Oh, I think so. Absolutely.
100%. We will never get faulty jointed figures ever again. Right?
And it'll resemble the Venom body of texture and all that, right?
Yeah, it'll be that type of texture, right? That rubberish to make it look like it's shiny, slimy at the same time. It's got to be very detailed, and not the whole body's going to be like that. You know, remember that
I'm sure like the legs are going to have like the hard plastic. They might go hard plastic for certain parts of it, especially with the joints.
Correct.
Look, I look at like the Avatar figures that just came out, and I know people hate the exposed joints, but on something like an Alien, you could still do that without having to, put a full rubberized body on the legs, and you could still kind of hide the joint nicely. So I think Hot Toys would come up with something really creative if they were to decide to tackle that line again.
Well, look at what they do with the Predators, right? They're always very nice looking, and they're hard plastic. So I think at this point, and we're going to get into this whole conversation too. So I'm glad you brought that up, Nefty, because we're going to get into, for those who don't know, shout out to William. He should be in at some point. He told me that we're getting a Aliens Earth TV series apparently. So
it looks
like
on FX.
An FX,
right? Rated R, please. Rated mature R. Don't.
Well, so we don't know what's gonna happen, but just like we've gotten, Prey, we got Prey from Hulu, right? There's a possibility. I believe William said Hulu owns FX, if I'm not mistaken, or FX owns Hulu, one or the other. So if that's
Disney owns Hulu,
right? So that who?
Disney owns Hulu,
right? But I'm sorry, who owns FX then?
That's I think it's now owned by, because I think FX was owned by, wasn't it owned by Fox? So when Disney acquired Fox,
right?
They got everything. And FX, if you watch any of their shows, they're usually pretty decent shows, right? Like Sons of Anarchy and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But they're definitely mature, and though most of the time they're really good, well done quality shows, which is why that channel is so appealing. So I saw the same thing.
Disney owns FX.
Okay, so Disney owns FX. Okay, so there you go. So there's a huge possibility that we're getting aliens from the show, right?
That'd be great,
Right. We don't know how many seasons at this point. We don't know what's going on, but again, we're getting into that later on. So now we're gonna say hello to Ivan. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday, my friend. We got the Thor in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Thule says, I love the look of this Iron Man, but at the same time, I feel like maybe we shouldn't hype it up as much to be let down with it. I don't think this is going to be. And then he brings up a good point, which I was going to get into with you, Rudy. Let me be down with it in the end. See, I don't think this is bad at all. I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be even better in hand. But the price point, Rudy, how do you feel? Right. So, as you know, we've gotten this from the very first pre-order, which was Wolverine, right? We got this. Where is it? Right here. So we get entry grade, right? We're told that this is entry grade at $215, right? So entry grade. Are we taking entry grade as you're not getting many accessories, but price range doesn't matter? Or it's entry grade pricing? Because the reason I'm asking you this question is because of this. Wolverine 130, 135, whatever hell it was, right? We get a couple of hands. We get the claw. We get a set of clawed hands. We get the claw effects, and we get, I think, regular hands without the effects, right? And then obviously the standard base, and that's it. 135. Now we get an Iron Man, right, with fancy lighting, right? No accessories at all besides another set of open hands, right? You got fisted hands, you got open hands, and you got a spare mask, right? So does that justify the 215 for what it is, or are you taking this as they're lying to us because how is this entry grade at 215 or 210 or whatever?
No. Look, I think what you're paying for is you're getting these silicone arms that are painted, right? You're getting that magnetic technology, so they're going to charge you a little bit more. Do I think that makes sense for what you're getting? Look, we've paid for some Hot Toys figures, right? 280 or 270 that come with nothing, just a couple of spare hands, right? So when they say entry grade, I think they're talking about price point, because as far as accessories, we've gotten Hot Toys at a higher price point with very minimal in the way of accessories, right? So like the Eternals figures, for example, which I think I'm the only one that got them, right?
I'm waiting for them, but I'm getting.
You're waiting for them to go like a 50%, 75% discount,
99% off.
But who was the guy? The guy from the series. All he came with were a couple of hands. And he was still in the 270 range. So when they say entry level, I think they're talking about price point. Look, 210. Listen, we're not talking about chump change here, right? 210, and it's definitely more than.
So that number to you, 210, is does that click in your head? All right, 210 entry grade, because remember, not too long ago, we were getting Hot Toys at 210, 220. You know what I mean? So,
but I think what you're looking at now is. What are you comparing this to, though, right? You're comparing it to what else is in the market at that price, at that 210, right? You got 3-0 putting out figures at the 200 range. Exo 6 is putting out figures at the 200 range, right? So it's kind of
but those are not entry level, though. That's the thing. They're not.
I don't know. You don't think so?
They come with more accessories than this here.
Fair enough. 3-0 guy, yeah.
Exactly. So that can't be entry level when you're getting a fully loaded figure at 200 and change. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to.
No, but I think when you compare to the standard Hot Toys figures, right? I think that's what they're comparing. That's what they're going to hold themselves against, right? Like when you were paying up to $300 for a standard Hot Toys release at this point, I think 210 for an Iron Man, granted, doesn't come with much. But
it's not die cast, it's not metal, it's
die cast, right? I think that's what you're paying for. I think they're comparing themselves. It's entry level when it comes to Hot Toys. I think that's what the price point is dictating.
Gotcha. We got Sean in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Let's see who else is in here real quickly before we continue. We got Albert says, would they make an Iron Man 3.0 with metallic painted silicone? This guy. Absolutely not. They're already going die cast and they're going artisan and they're putting the lights in the suit already. So I don't think they need to do all that.
Right.
We got Thomas Jones. Long time. Welcome back.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Thomas Jones just got me with that line.
I know. You saw that. Fabs was like, "Don't get me in trouble." He's like,
"You saw that."
Wait, what?
Go back to Thomas Jones' comment.
Oh, I didn't read it. Hey, anybody know where I can get a shitty Dollar Tree figure cleaning kit? Wait, I didn't see that.
Good one.
I didn't see that. Wait, this is for you.
How dare you?
Oh man. All right, let's see who else is. Yes, guys, hit that like button. There's 38 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. SJC, welcome. Thank you for being here. Says Disney owns Fox. Yep, there you go. So that's your answer right there. So we most likely are going to be getting aliens from this show. Hopefully we get some, even if we get 2, it's better than none.
And I remember I'll wait till you finish.
Go ahead.
No, I remember that they were saying that the jaw was the problem with the aliens when certain aliens, like when they open the jaw, the piece will pop.
Right. It would break. Sometimes it would break too, the extra mouth, I think. It would. it had like a little
switch
at the bottom of the head to come out, and it would break sometimes, or it would get stuck, and it would get ruined. Yeah, it was not a good mechanism back then. We got Ryan in the house. He's back. Welcome, my friend. Hello. Here, nice to see you again. I forgot to send I forgot to send them the what do you call it? The text to let them know that I was going on. I set up and then I completely forgot about you. It's a giant Marvel Legends figure. Yep. For 210. Let's see. Entry grade means peasant grade. We got Black Panther in the house.
I'm doing.
Welcome. This looks like a 1/6 Marvel Legends figure. You guys, don't be mean, okay? Giovan says maybe entry grade in comparison to an Iron Man figure, since it's about half the price of a see, there you go. That's what I'm saying, because entry level at 210 after, we're sitting there going, oh, 130, here's our new pricing. It's kind of like, what are we getting here? You know what I mean? Like, what is this entry level? Where are we going with this entry level? Right. You know what I mean? That's where I'm going with this, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying, but it's like, all right, like, are they trying to play with us? You know what I mean? By saying, oh, entry grade, but you're still paying $300 for a figure. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't sound right. We got Luch in the house. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
He says, sorry for being late, was watching Public Justice. This guy.
Did he get a cleaning kit?
Unbelievable. Yeah, he got one mailed already, because he ordered a case like a peasant.
But he's gonna put an unboxing.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. This guy, unbelievable. No respect for the king. Unreal. SGC says Mafex 70 to 100, Mesco 130, Honda 160 was great price point. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We're gonna have to wait till we get Thor, the next announcement, possibly. Right, the next Hono is supposed to be Thor.
I think so.
No,
yeah.
they've been teasing that Thor figure forever, though, right? That was like supposed to be the third.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be so good.
Now, have you ordered any of these other than the Wolverine or no?
Wolverine yellow, Wolverine brown. That's it.
Okay.
I did yellow, brown, and I'm gonna do this bad boy and Spidey. I didn't do Magneto.
I didn't do Spider-Man because I don't need that Spider-Man. We already got the video game one, which is way better than that. Even though completely different looks, I understand, but I don't need that. That material suited figure.
Right.
Entry grade looks more like retrograde. Unbelievable. Hey, Pedro, let's see, how many figures are you at now? No, 1352, my friend. 1352.
Wow.
1352. Displayed
285.
And Peasant Rudy is at 99. Unreal.
And I keep a running list.
No.
How many, Rudy?
Oh man, like 400 or 500 maybe.
500 what? Dollars?
400 or 500 figures.
$500 worth of figures. That's one Iron Man.
No.
One Iron Man. That's not even the deluxe with the gantry, man. That's like peasant Iron Man.
That's peasant. We got Derek in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
You can order them from Australia. Oh my God. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, we got Cassandra in the house. Welcome, Cassandra. Nice to see you. And Brad, who is he being a trader with tonight? It could pass a HasLab project 200 mile. Oh yeah, that is true. That's very true. Yeah, a lot of people talking about that whole HasLab thing. I don't know anything about it. I never order anything Hasbro like that. So
I got I got two things from them. Oh, I got the Ghost coming up. I got the Ghost. I have the Mandalorian ship from them. I have the two Mandalorian ships from them, and I'm getting the Ghost, which is
you're crazy, Nefty. You're crazy.
How much is the Ghost running you?
Oh, the Ghost was nothing. It was Oh, the original Ghost.
No, the HasLab one.
The HasLab it was
one.
300 or 400. It was a year ago that I paid for it or something.
Imagine.
So I'm still waiting for it.
Imagine Rudy, and he's still learning. We got Paul in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Let me look it up.
Let's see who else is in the house. All right, I think we got everybody. The 3-0 GI Joe figures are really well done. Yep, those are very good, very nice.
Yo, 3-0 is a company that's weird to me, just because I don't know how they get licensed figures that are really, some of them are good, some of them are really bad, but like the Rambo figures, you and I keep being impressed by that. So many accessories, great likeness, and they came in at $199. Right? It's like some companies could learn from them at this point.
Ash says, Fabs, where are the DP lies? We could do this every week. We're gonna do this every week.
How dare you?
There's
every
hope.
Week. Okay.
There's still hope.
No, wait,
it's coming. It's coming.
Exactly. They're not gonna just give you everybody all at once. If you know Hot Toys, they always spread things out to break up the monotony of the same thing over and over.
Well,
it's gonna get to a point. What?
Yeah, we were talking backstage about the Thor Love and Thunder line, right? About how good the Mighty Thor was.
Yes.
Remember?
That whole line.
Remember that we got Thor, and then I think we got Valkyrie, and nobody expected them to do Gore. Gore came out like 2 months later.
Correct.
And it was like, wow, we're actually getting this guy.
Correct.
So never count Hot Toys out.
Oh no, that's what I'm telling you guys. We're getting variants of Deadpool. The line is not over by any means whatsoever. It would be the dumbest thing that they would do. Yeah. It's easy money in their pocket to battle damage. Let's just say there's no more, right? There's just one more left. Okay. A battle damage Deadpool is a must. Period. It's a simple figure to make. All they got to do is reuse that suit from the original one, beat it up. There's nothing new they got to do to it besides beat it up, and that's it. Right? So I'm telling you, I believe we're getting variants, and if not, we're getting at least one more Deadpool, and that's a battle damage. And I'm telling you right now, the head sculpt is coming, and so is Nice Pool. Elon Fabs over here. Elon Fabs. Oh my God. Rudy knows what's up.
$4.99, Rudy.
$4.99?
Yep, the HasLab Ghost. Yep.
Oh, nifty.
Wolverine 160, Magneto and Spider-Man 175, Iron Man 215. Hono is pissing on us. We're like, it's okay. We have a no. We're not saying. I am not saying this is okay. That's why I'm questioning, this price point at something that's supposed to be entry level, right? Number two, we are paying more for the features you're mentioning, right? That tap light function is a new addition to a body, right? So we have to pay for that. We have an electronic feature on a body. We're paying for that, right? The problem is it justifiable at the 215? Or I would have been okay with this at 175 because of the light up feature, right? It's still all silicone, plastic, not much to it again. At 180, 170, 175, I think that would have been way better than 250, 210 or whatever it is. But if you don't like it, you don't buy it. It's that simple. You know what I mean? Also, let me see. Faz, at what point you realize you had a problem? I got my stitches out today. But, well, at least guess what? That means you're healing. So that's good. That's very good. We got Nathan in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you.
Hello.
For being here. Welcome. We got Big Rib in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Let's see. We got Punisher in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Don't forget to hit that like button, please, if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here as well. All right, so let me see. That's just she says I would have been exactly. Thank you. 175, 170, 175 would have been perfect again. And that at that price, I personally would have said, all right, Wolverine we get from 130, right? It's a smaller body, fine. We get a bigger body, we get silicone painted, and then we get the the addition of the electronics. To me, $40-something for that is fair. Obviously, it's not for them, but it is for us as customers. All right, now let's see. Ryan says, "Look, Hot Toys have teased more figures than they've released. In the past, they've shown figures at major conventions that never happened."
Yep.
Yes, but we're at a different level now. You know what I mean? We're at a completely different level of Hot Toys making product, making figures. The innovation, the amount of product that they're making. I don't know if you were around the last couple months. We've been getting destroyed with figures that we never even expected that they would ever make. And even going back further than the past 2 months, we got Revan, we got Star Killer. Again, figures that we never thought Hot Toys would ever make. We thought, I know I did, which I called it before they did it. Nefty did. We called it. We were on stream when we called these figures before they did them. Losers in the community, like Daniel Quijada said, Hot Toys would never do something like that. And here we are. So my thing is, at this point in the game, Hot Toys, there's nothing Hot Toys will tease, right, and not make. And you can sit and I'm gonna say something that for those who pay attention to what I say will notice. That Escape Leia teased in the Chewbacca pictures. I've always been the only one to say anything from Hot Toys is coming, especially now at this point. They're making anything and everything, and they can, and that's what they do. So people can say, well, didn't you just say Padme's not coming? So why are you saying everything's coming when and you said, not Padme, Leia. Leia's not coming. How can you say that, right? I'm going to say it again. The only reason why I think and believe that Leia, that Escape Leia is not coming is because of the way they threw her in there with Chewbacca, right? Every new figure or most new figures, like I said that day or that night, the way that they announce them are how? You either get an announcement like we did the Chewbacca announcement, right? Just straight, here you go, here's Chewbacca. Or what do? Like they do the Grievous. They did the Grievous in the Clone Wars, right? Still haven't gotten a Grievous from the Clone Wars, but it was teased in there, right? There was no reason for them to put that in there because we haven't gotten a figure, and that was their way of teasing it for the Clone Wars. And then what did they do? They gave it to us for the MMS, right? So Hot Toys is not at a point where they're going to tease something that we've never gotten before and not make it. The reason why I don't think that Leia is coming is because it's all reused everything. Right. Literally, it's all reused parts. There's nothing new about it. The shoes were different, right? They gave her the proper heels instead of the boots that she came with the original figure with. They removed that metal piece that comes on her suit, and they swapped out the head from Bespin Leia to Hoth Leia. That was it. So because it's a kit bash, that's why I'm saying it's not coming. Not that they're not capable of doing it, not that they can't do it. And again, it's an old head sculpt. If they're going to make that Leia, they have to redo the head sculpt. They have to update the head sculpt. They have to give you rolling eyes. They have to. They're not going to give you a reused head sculpt from years ago now and charge you full price for it with no rolling eyes when we know that literally pretty much every single figure has rolling eyes at this point. So that's why I'm telling you guys that it's not coming. Not because they can't, not because of any other reason, but the way that they threw it at us. And the fact that they added Lando to those pictures makes it even more obvious to me that it was just to hype up the figure and not to get us hyped for another figure. So let me keep going real quickly, and then we'll continue. The glossy paint work is going to crack over time. I think that's what I believe they're testing. That's what I think they're going for, to see what happens over time, to see how long it takes for people to complain about, any cracking, any chipping, anything with those arms, anything with those legs. We have to see the articulation. Obviously, when people get it in hand, I will never know this because I'm not getting this. But the articulation, if it's limited, if you forcing it to its limits, is it going to create a problem over time? Is leaving it pulled permanently going to cause a problem over time? These are things that they're looking to see if they happen. Now, do I think they're going to happen? Maybe, right? Maybe. Can it? Absolutely. Would they risk it and give us a product that may chip and crack and flake over time? We're going to find out over time, just like we found out that pleather became, dissolved itself due to humidity, So that's how we learn, and that's how they learn over time. Look at where we are now with pleather. Nobody wants pleather. Nobody wants to know anything about pleather. Nobody wants to deal with pleather. Why? Because we know that if you're in an area where humidity and temperature, climate, whatever, is a problem, your pleather will most likely disintegrate and get ruined. So that's why, again, how do we know this? How do we learn this? Over the years of having these figures. When we were buying Hot Toys from the beginning, were we saying, oh man, this thing is pleather, it's going to get ruined? Absolutely not, because we didn't know. And if Hot Toys would have known, they wouldn't have ever put those or used those materials on those figures to avoid a problem. But that was what was available at the time. That's what everybody was using at the time. And that's why, as a whole, whether it's 1/6 scale, 1/4 scale, whatever it is, as a whole, toy community, everybody knows that pleather is no good. Okay. All right, I think that's it. So now let me just make sure. The one teased figure that I really wish would have been released, Fugitive Predator. I think I remember that one. That's the one they never made.
Yeah, you and me both. They did that with the what was that movie with the two it was a science fiction movie, and they teased the two characters too. At the same convention. It was one thing, movies weren't successful at all.
Which one?
I wish we got in those.
What was it, like sci-fi?
Yeah, it was a sci-fi movie. They teased those two characters. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Hold on.
Wait, what was it? Robots?
No, they were like it was Cara Delevingne, I think it was. Hold on, I'll tell you which movie.
Was it the male and the guy? It was they were wearing like this
Valerian.
Suit?
It was Valerian. Valerian and
Valerian. I know exactly what that was. The kid who played the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes. And they had those two. Remember? And that was the same convention.
I thought they were going to come out. I thought they were going to come out.
Then that was the year I remember they had that one, the Fugitive.
Predator.
And that's when those two movies tanked. And Hot Toys was like, nope, this is all you're gonna get. Yep. It's that easy, that's it. So I wish we got it.
Albert says Leia's going to drop as unbelievable, unreal. All right, so now Rudy, back to this beauty, and then we're gonna go on to the next one. So we have here, so we talked about, we got the silicone, right? Painted silicone. We've never, at least as far as I know, we've never gotten anything like that from Hot Toys. How do you now, getting into articulation? You're seeing it fold here, right? You're noticing that there's not much leg articulation. Look how they're showing you the legs being articulated, right? Not much, not a crazy bend, right? How do you feel this is going to do in the long run, and how do you feel about them trying this out on a Hono figure?
Look, it's interesting, right? They're trying something new. I'm fine with them trying something new and trying to innovate, and then figuring out if it can apply to like some of their other figures. In the long run, look, I don't know that people are going to necessarily want it to do what a diecast figure can do, right?
Right.
And obviously, yes, $210 is not cheap by any means.
Correct.
Right, but part of me is like, you shouldn't expect to get the same out of this that you're getting out of a $430 Iron Man diecast figure, right? So there's some, you've got to measure your expectations. Now, again, at $215, at $210, whatever that is, I think it's a little pricey for what it is. But this is Hot Toys trying to push the line too, right? See how much they can get away with. Right. And if I'll tell you what, if a ton of people buy this thing at $210, Hot Toys is going to say there's a market for it, right? That's what ends up happening. And if people don't buy it, that's when they're going to be like, all right, we have to.
And let me tell you something, and you heard it here first. We are getting a blue stealth exclusive for this Iron Man repainted.
Oh, yeah.
You better believe it. Just like we got the Hot Toys Origins, the gold and then the blue stealth, we are getting a limited, just like we got the brown Wolverine for Wolverine. We are getting a stealth version of this guy in blue, just like we did for Hot Toys. Remember this conversation. You could clip it. You heard it here first.
Not only that, imagine this could be the base for another for War Machine. a comic
Correct.
book war machine,
Correct.
right?
I mean, which it's gonna be eventually. Whenever they get
and I guarantee you, the comic book war machine is probably gonna be a little bit more expensive than this because he comes with the
it's
guns and
bulkier.
everything.
Correct.
So all of a sudden, the
Correct.
price is gonna get pushed again.
Correct. Exactly.
So
You're gonna have more bulk, right? You're gonna have more bulk because it's a bulkier figure. You're gonna have
Right.
the cannons. You're gonna have all the extra weaponry.
Yep.
And you have to have the light up function as well because how you not? So you're right.
Right.
It's gonna get to like 250. Watch.
Right. And then we're really gonna be like, all right, now we're talking Hot Toys like regular pricing,
exactly.
you know?
Right.
So it's
right.
like, what are we doing here?
And it's gonna come down to, it's gonna get to right. The figures that have the least amount of stuff are going to be the ones, in the 150, 160,
Right.
because anything it looks like already, right? Anything powered, right, is going to be, which again, it should. I'm not saying that it shouldn't, but if they keep adding power to figures to increase the price, then you know what I mean?
Right. The key is going to be keeping those, like you said, the Wolverine. I'm curious, like Nefty had said too, that Thor, when they drop that Thor, if that's more in line with the Wolverine cost, I think you're kind of seeing where they're going, right? Like you said, powered figures are going to be a little bit more expensive. And those are going to push the limit of what the Hono line is. If Thor comes in at 210, I think now we've got to really reconsider what Hono really is, right? That's going to be the question. If they come in at that price, then it's like, I don't know that this is entry level anymore.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to think, and only because of this figure, that entry level to me means the amount of accessories, right? Entry level meaning there's not much to this figure, right? So that's why they're calling it entry level. But when it comes to pricing, right, a $215 or $10 figure, when again, not too long ago, we were getting $210 figures from Hot Toys. Right. So how is this entry level regarding price? I don't think so. Again, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think this has to do with price point. I think it has to do with the amount of accessories and what the figure comes with, meaning is it powered or is it not? Because obviously, if one isn't powered, it's going to be a lot cheaper than a powered figure. Let me see what you guys are saying. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you.
I'm doing.
Welcome. Let me see. Chadwick says this guy, unbelievable. Rear entry level. He said rear entry level. Guys, there's 47 of you guys here. Hit that like button, please, if you don't mind. Somebody please tell me how many likes we got.
47.
Dental is never over. Oh my God. All right. So now, Rudy, 1 to 10.
I'll give it an 8 for what it is.
8? Why 8? Why so low?
It looks fine, but again, right? And maybe it's the fact that I look at Iron Man and I'm expecting something that has more features, but for what it is, I think it's pretty solid. I think it looks decent, but I don't know. I'm not that crazy about it overall.
Yeah, no,
but that could also be me with the Hono line overall, right? I'm not.
Well, you're trying not to like really love it either. You know what I mean? Because I know I am. I'm not trying to get into this. I'm not trying to, fall in love with, even though they're great, right? You could be happy with everyone, with every single one of them. But it's like you gotta, set a limit at some point. If I were to get into all this, it's like, where am I putting all this? You know what I mean? Right. So that's why, but I can tell you, if they make cool pieces, you better believe I'm still going to buy them. It's just, I don't really need, like, for example, this specifically here, we already got it by Hot Toys. Why would I need this again by Hono?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I know Saturday stream, you guys were looking at, Mike brought out the one that you have too, right? The comic concept version Hot Toy one with the clear plastic parts, right? That looks pretty cool. And if I wanted this figure, I think that's the one I would have wanted to go with, right? So I think again, you're going this versus a Hot Toys figure. Granted, price is what it is, but I that's why it's an 8. I think Hot Toys has already done this, and if I wanted to get this version of the character, I'd go with the higher end,
the good one, with the good one,
right? That has all the extra accessories, all the extra features. For me, I'd rather pay more to get that,
correct,
than to settle kind of for this.
And this is also, you're not going to get the same exact figure by any means, like anywhere near. But if you're looking for the style of figure, this is a great price point for you.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
For anybody who doesn't want to spend $500 on a die-cast Iron Man to get this look, now you have it for $210, and it'll most likely do pretty much the exact same thing, without obviously the die-cast parts and having to overpay for that stuff.
And look, if you're going for a comic line, right? Hono's already got the Wolverine. They've got the Spider-Man, right? They've got Thor coming, like you said. So you're gonna get a lot of comic book figures right there. So if you're more of the MCU type, you're gonna go for the Hot Toys one, right?
Correct.
If you're gonna go for the comic style, this is a great opportunity for people that just want to get those comic style figures right now.
Jim, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I just let me see. Want to ask what's his name? Nefty.
Yeah.
1 to 10 for you.
I'm gonna go with a 9. It's true to the comic book version, and to me, I think of Hano as a comic book line, because every character that's come out has come out with a comic book. So it sticks to the original Iron Man that we know from the comic books.
Right.
I like it. I can't wait to what else they'll come up. I am going to be selective as well, so I'm not getting all of them. Like I said, I didn't need to get the Magneto. I feel like the one I got from Sasha was good enough, minus the comic book, of course. But I can't wait. I hope they get into like the comic book X-Men, Nightcrawler, and other.
Those are coming down the line. I think they're doing all the core guys first, like the most important ones now, and then they'll do like side characters down the line. I'm
actually curious after Thor, what's next? Because now you got Iron Man, you got Thor.
It'll all be mainstream stuff. It'll be like Avengers type characters. You know what I mean? I think
Captain America. Wait for the first. Captain America, right?
Correct. So I think that's what's coming. We're getting all the core Avengers first. Obviously Spider-Man is not.
You're gonna get
Spider-Man is not one, but he's a big deal character. The fact that they went black suit at first is kind of weird. I would expect the original red and the original colors first. But they're showing you what where they're headed with all the random stuff that they're making. So it's cool.
Right.
And these Hono with the comic book in the background is a perfect excuse to keep them in museum pose.
Correct.
So they look nice.
Yeah.
Correct. No, they look very classy. They look very classy,
right.
These figures.
And like you just said, Fabs, right? The articulation isn't as much as you'd get from a die-cast Iron Man. Even when William was showing us the Hono Wolverine that he got, right? It articulated decently, but it wasn't like you're gonna get him in super dynamic poses. So it's much more leading towards that. Just stack them together and have them all displayed in line. If that's how you wanted to go.
Correct. Yeah. Look at Tuli says, imagine a Mr. Sinister. Yes. That would be an incredible figure.
Oh, what's that guy? Bishop from the.
Bishop, the black guy.
Bishop.
Yeah,
Cable. Like imagine a comic Cable. That
comic Cable jacked up with the metal arms.
Sick. Yo.
And light up eye.
Right.
All right. So Rudy. Now we got this beauty. So I don't know if you bought the Batman Forever figures, the Batman and Robin. Did you or no?
No. Listen, those. Batman Forever was okay, right? I enjoyed it for what it was when I was, when I watched it. But coming out after Batman 89 and Batman Returns, which actually is my favorite of the Keaton movies,
right?
Batman Forever was just jarringly different, right? It went in a totally different direction. And then Batman and Robin, they lost.
That was even worse.
That was like the second they had George Clooney comes out with the Bat credit card.
Yeah,
I was like, give me a break. Come on. It was like, come on.
So it's funny. It's funny, Rudy, because you follow my Jazz In collection. I didn't even get that Batmobile. So I got.
You didn't get the Batman Forever one?
No, I skipped that whole line.
Wait, why? I'm surprised.
No, I same thing. The movie was too comical.
And you know what's crazy about that vehicle specifically? What makes that vehicle is the crazy lights inside.
Yeah,
and like the bare bones look inside. But I was paying attention to the movie, and that is a one-seater. It has one seat, that vehicle.
Okay.
It wasn't. I don't think. I think so, because I know the Batman and Robin one.
He's definitely one seat.
It has a one seat, but one seat, but I don't remember. I think that one does too. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what it was.
That's the only actual Batman vehicle that I skipped. You know, so.
Which is weird because that's a nicer looking one.
Yeah, no, but it looked too. I don't know. Like
that one wasn't bad. That was definitely one where even though the movie wasn't what I wanted it to be, right? It's no '89 Batmobile, right? But it was cool looking. It's not. Cool I didn't feel the need. Yes. I didn't feel the need. Now, I actually like the Batwing from that movie a little bit more, right? Because it's the same style. That looked pretty sleek. Yep. So I like that. But Batman Forever had some good things to it. And I think Val Kilmer did a good job. But Batman and Robin.
I would like a Robin motorcycle, believe it or not. Yeah, Robin motorcycle would be sick.
I would jump on the Val Kilmer Batmobile rather than the other one because.
Oh, you're talking about. Wait, does the Val Kilmer Batmobile, does that come with 2 seats?
I don't remember, but
no. I think it's still a one-seater. That's what
it is a one-seater, right? Yeah. That's what I thought. We got Doug Ito in the house. Welcome. That Silver Surfer, that would be a good one.
Yes,
that would be a great one for that line.
Well, that's a tricky one because if nobody has done it yet, I mean, they have third party and it looks like crap. I think they're trying to figure out, or at least they're hoping to figure out a nice paint application. And if they do it on a silicone body, forget it.
Well, listen, this is the test case, right? This Iron Man is the test case to see if maybe they go for a full silicone body with
it has to
silver paint. Yeah,
it has to. Yep. So Rudy. So now here we have Mr. Freeze in pajamas, robe. He's got the polar bear slippers. And as you can see, he's got the ice chair. This whole thing was like $180. Completely sold out. I think you can still get it on KG Hobby if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I sent the link to Joker J, and he's like, "No, I'm done with KG."
So, that's right. You were talking about that. So as you can see, they're showing you that he looks like the Terminator. So the head sculpt is very decent. It's very good for what it is. Yeah. And so how do you feel about the price point at 180? And would you, if you like the movies and you had the Batman and Robin figures, would this be appealing to you or not at all? Like as a figure on its own?
Listen, as a figure on its own, it looks good and it's social, right? So you're going to get something that is going to be pretty decent, right? At the price point's great. But what are you really getting? You're getting a body, you're getting a sculpt, and then you're getting the robes. Right?
Literally.
And when this figure got released and got announced, I remember that was my reaction. It's like, it's interesting to me that So at that point, right? So hadn't released a lot of stuff. They were really delayed at some point, and they started releasing a couple of pre-orders, and this one just seemed like so basic. Right, it's cool looking. I'm not going to take away from how good it looks, but it's a much simpler release than right. It's not an armored figure. It's not a Deathstroke with all the weapons. Right, it's a guy in a robe with fuzzy slippers. Right, you know that chair is not going to be super detailed and super expensive. Right, it's probably going to feel cheap. So go ahead. Go no.
Oh no. So I just. And the reason why they added the chair is because exactly what you're saying. It was way too cheap to sell it on its own. So they had to add something extra to give it some value. Go ahead.
And like you said, are you really going to have, and I think Joker J said this on the stream, right? On Saturday, when you look at this figure, are you really going to stand him next to your Batman and Robin figures that Hot Toys is going to release just like that? Right. Or you're going to want him sitting down with the stogie, just chilling, right? That gives him an extra level of kind of
laziness,
right? Right, because if you get the Batman and Robin figures, what are you going to want? You're going to want the armored version of him, right?
Exactly.
And
Poison Ivy and Bane from those figures,
right?
And I think if they do get into that, I think those are a possibility to it. I don't know about Poison Ivy because you're a little bit more difficult to make because of the suit.
Don't worry, my friend. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say. Well, he's already teasing it. He's teasing that it's coming.
Wait, teasing what? Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy.
Teasing that Poison Ivy from Batman and Robin.
I did see that. I think I did see that. You're right. So hopefully. Oh man, I don't know.
Let me just
look at you. Oh no. Oh wait, Fabs, are you reconsidering?
Reconsidering what?
What, jumping onto the Jazz Inc.
Never. I'm saying no. What I'm saying is like, oh man, if they're gonna make it, like,
I'll open up the books. And I'll sponsor you, all right, big guy?
Right? I'll sponsor you.
Yeah, we'll have a sit down. We'll have a sit down with Joe's. But listen, real quick, I just want to 1997 Batmobile is one he's teasing as the next project. That one is the one I would get, and I believe from what I just saw now is the Clooney one, Batman and Robin.
Right, you would get that one over the
Yeah, because this is the reason. The current one has the fin in the back that's so high up.
Yes,
right,
yes.
right.
Now the other one, the one that I want 97 has two smaller fins.
Right.
It's a little bit
retro, right? It's like
and it still has a skeleton look, but it doesn't have that long tail, which is a module case nightmare. So given that he's doing that one, I'll go with that one. Brad! Yes.
Peasant Brad. He says,
Can we talk about the 89 Batmobile, or are we gonna wait till later?
Well, let me finish this and we'll get into it. So Nefty, 1 to 10.
This I am gonna go with a good 9. I like the figure. I said it in the last stream that this is a figure that I'll probably go afterwards if they ever make the armor suit. Because I just can't have him like this. But if I get the armor suit down the road, somebody makes it, I'll be looking for this bad boy.
Somebody is making this suit. Just you wait. It's just a matter of time. Somebody's making this suit.
Yeah, who did the other one? The third party one.
Was
it Eternal Toys?
Brad with the fire. Brad with the fire.
What'd you say, Rudy?
Wait, who made the armored figure already? It was Eternal Toys, right?
I think
was
so.
It?
Yeah.
And that was terrible. That
my cousin did it.
What?
I think it was my cousin did it. The armor freeze. My cousin did it in the basement.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was very small. It was out of scale. It wasn't as big as it's supposed to be, or at least as it should be.
Right.
Rudy, 1 to 10.
I'll give this one a 9. 9 again. Sculpt looks pretty decent. It looks like Arnold.
Yeah.
And again, for the scene, it's a scene specific, but it's a great recreation of that particular scene.
Right.
So you got to give them credit for that. I think it's definitely a 9.
I love his cheesy one-liners.
All right, so go ahead, Nefty. What did you want to say about the 89?
Oh no, have you seen the video, my man? Fire!
Wait, what video? What video? What are you talking about? What video?
I don't know. There's a video going around of some Jazz Inc. 89 on social media. A review.
But a review. No, of course I didn't see no review. We got Action Figure Academy. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for Did you say, Rudy?
Oh, here we go, Rudy.
I will say, all right, Nefty, I am waiting for your review. Your review is the one I'm waiting for.
Well, we're not
because everyone else's. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I watched those videos. I looked at the pictures. It looks great. It looks amazing, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't. It looks pretty good.
I do ask myself that we do not see in the video, and maybe there wasn't. Was there any QC issue? Did they clean that up before? So in the unboxing, I want to do right from the box. Open it up. Let's see. Am I getting a masterpiece? What they call it? Mona Lisa.
Look, and even I said it because I wasn't. I had very mixed feelings about his 22 Batmobile.
Yes.
right?
No
Because
issue with that one. I got no issue with. Oh wait.
Right.
I was missing a plug, and he said,
right. I said, mine worked great, right? There was no issues with it. I just didn't feel that it was worth the money with some of the inaccuracies, right? And granted, I jumped onto that late, so I know he has a lot of feedback on the groups and everything, so I wasn't able to give my feedback for that, so that's my own fault, right? But looking at it, the light up feature in the hood, for example, when we see that in the movie for the 22, you can barely see the lights if you're looking head on that car, right, on the 22. So there were things like that, and the under chassis, he responded to my video and basically said it was for material choice for strength. But it's clear, it's something that when you look at it, it's a little bit jarring to me as a big fan of that car in particular. So again, right, was there anything that I didn't get that was advertised? No, right? Mine didn't have the fingerprint issues. I just didn't feel that particular vehicle was worth the money I paid for it. Having said that, I always thought, right, and you guys know I've said this, I always figured if he was going to knock one out of the park, it was going to be this 89. just because there's so much fan demand on this one.
Well,
and so many eyes.
Not only that,
right?
But remember that he was he was notifying us on all the research he was doing on, from the very, very beginning. He was talking about which version. Look, there are 2 versions, but obviously I would have never known. I just see one vehicle in the movie and we think it's one vehicle. He's like, oh, we got this version, or we could do this version, and this one looks like this. So, of course, everybody got hyped because they were like, when I saw it, obviously I knew I wasn't going to buy it, but when I saw it, I'm like, man, like this guy's going all out with this vehicle. Like he's trying to get the most accuracy out of this vehicle. But he could do all the research he wants. The final product is always some garbage. It's always something wrong. It's always very cheap, at least from what I've experienced. I don't know what you guys, things that I don't own, I can't talk on. But I'm talking about the things that I do own and that I've gotten. It never felt like it was worth the price. I never felt like it was the quality was there. And obviously the 66 paint job is a completely different conversation.
That's why I'm waiting for Nefty to get his, right? Because I'd like to see.
You want to tell him about the unboxing? Fab, you want to tell him about the unboxing, the 89 unboxing?
Me?
No, Fabs.
Oh, sorry.
Tell him, Fabs. Tell him, Fabs.
You tell him, it's your idea.
No. It's your channel. It's your channel, bro. It's your channel.
I don't know. No, you tell him. But wait, I want to read something before you say something. Hold on. Action Figure Academy says, good evening, Fabs and fellas. I ordered the So Toys Mr. Ice coming. It will be my first inner figure. Oh, man.
Yikes.
Can you imagine? So disrespectful.
How dare you?
So bad. I love that Freeze figure. Action Academy. I want the polar bear slippers. It's from Nefty's favorite fanboy. Oh man. Oh, that's a video you're talking about, Nefty?
Yeah.
Whose video is it? Whose video is it? Oh, the first one who got it, right?
Yeah.
The first one. You know who it is.
Yeah. You told me.
Yeah.
Javid says, has Social Toys come out 2.0 Nightwing by any chance? No, they didn't. Oh no, they did.
Oh man,
but they haven't released it yet, did they?
Yeah, no, they did come out with one. I don't know about a 2.0. I know they had one, and then they were supposed to make another one. Then Hot Toys was going to make theirs, and Hot Toys never made theirs. So I don't know what went on with Social Toys. I'm good with Hot Toys. Non-judgment looks great, but yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's not necessary. I can tell you that it is not necessary.
Here's why I want to see like somebody like you, Nefty, unbox this, right?
Or
somebody like the real collectors, because and I don't mean. Sorry, that came out bad. Don't clip that. Don't cancel me. But I mean, right now, he sent the first batch that went to a lot of the big YouTube channels, right? Mm-hmm. So, listen,
I'm scheduled to get it in October. I just got the first, which is the plate that's coming this week.
Right.
But I have spoken. I can mention it, right, Fab?
Yeah.
I have spoken that I'm going to actually drive my unboxed vehicle to. You seen Goodfellas? You seen Goodfellas, Rudy? The movie Goodfellas?
Yes, of course.
To the count room, the holy of holies, to Fab's lair, and we're gonna do an unboxing over there, live, quality issues and all. So when I get it, I'm gonna want to open it, but I'm not. We're gonna leave it sealed. We're gonna go over to my man's Fab's house. I'm gonna drive all the way down to his location. Whenever he sets the date, we'll be opening it up live.
We're going live.
I'll
do it live. I'll do it live.
If you want to do it, if you want to videotape it and do it not live, but
no, we're doing it live and direct from the cave. Okay.
Now, from what I've seen so far, if you don't have, I'll take a table because you're gonna need a dedicated table.
Well, no, I have this table, but it's half the size of the Batmobile, so we're gonna need.
I have tables. I have a bunch of tables.
I just need a long. I mean, I could get a long table. I have, but it's a heavy table. You know.
Yeah, no, Rudy, because when I saw them do the rotation apparatus and you split that bad boy, you need that clearance. You know.
Right.
It's gonna be able to criticize and look at it.
You know? Look, so when you guys get that one, that's what I'm waiting for, because I have a feeling. Look, and maybe it's wrong. if you're going to send out samples for review, you might be sending out the best samples you have, right? So it'll be interesting when it starts getting into everybody else's hands. Listen, and if he knocks it out of the park, great for him, man.
Yeah,
That's what we want, right?
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm expecting and I'm hoping. I know you guys may think that I dislike the guy, that I dislike the company. It has nothing to do with any of that, right? I thought, it was very disrespectful as a customer to have that leave the warehouse to anybody. I just happened to be the one. If I hadn't ordered that, somebody would have gotten that, right? So that's my issue, right? How can you let this leave the factory like somebody wasn't going to notice this? That's my issue, right? If that 89 is a 10, you better believe I'm going to tell you it's a 10. If that 89 is perfect, you better believe I'm going to tell you it's perfect. If that 89 is shit, you better believe I'm going to tell you it's shit. There is absolutely no reason for me to lie to anybody about any of it, because I'm not doing anybody a service by not helping them, by not being honest, by not telling them the truth. That's why I always need to
it'll be good for me because if there's any QC issue, it'll be live, it'll be recorded. My proof is there. You know
right,
I mean?
exactly.
Listen,
it'll
look,
be right then and there. Yep.
Look, as a collector, I'll tell you, and as somebody who I went on the record that I canceled my 89 order.
Oh, you
trust
did?
me. Oh yeah, I canceled. I had it on order and I lost my $300 deposit because I was like, do I want to take a chance? I'll be honest. This could possibly go down in the record of my history of terrible mistakes in the 6-skill community collecting game, right? Because that looks good. And trust me, part of me was like, I may have made a mistake, canceling that thing because that thing turned out good. But we'll see, right? And that's part of the game. You make some decisions, and sometimes I'll be honest enough to say it's great and I shouldn't have canceled it, right? If everybody's getting it and it looks as good as these first samples look like, then I'll admit that I probably made a mistake.
A deep dive on it from Paint app, make sure nothing is scuffed or peeling, fingerprints, the wheels, the mobility. Is it that fragile? Is it heavy? Is it sturdy?
Right.
We'll do the whole gambit. It'll be a whole.
Oh, believe me when I tell you everything. And we got a super chat from Action Figure Academy. Thank you, my friend, so much. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
The other thing is, he's coming out with the Batmobile driving version. So that's coming up soon, this week or next week. He's going to be putting it up for pre-order.
Tuli says that's a great idea, Nefty. Brad says, Nefty, don't let Fabs touch it.
No, it'll be an honest.
He said, Bob says, don't let Fabs near the doors.
In fact, I'm even getting the first package, which is a plaque. I'm not even opening that up.
All right, yeah. We'll do it together.
Look at that. You guys are doing everything together, man. Nice.
Definitely not plan a table, because when I saw the first review and they try to spin that bad boy, you got to give yourself that spin. That spin is kind of cool because you can go around the whole thing and look at it.
No, the table I have will hold it. It's just a short table, but it's obviously but we need a long table. We need a longer table. Like I said, I have one. It's a heavier table, but I can bring it down. It's not a big deal. And then also, Bob says don't live near the doors because I punch doors. Joe says, "Hey, Nefty, will that be your first figure?"
I want to be at Fab's Palace of figures.
Tuli says,
Holy of Holies.
Tuli says that's Nefty's way of sneaking into that Fabs museum for free.
Take pictures and all, man.
Imagine.
Look, Nefty's going right for your in-art Joker.
No, I won't touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Yeah, 300, kid. Like that.
Yeah, Joker J, don't get me started. Trust me. Probably goes down in the stupid decisions I've made.
No.
I've made.
No. Let me tell you something. For Nefty's sake, okay? For Nefty's sake, I hope it's a great vehicle. I hope it's perfect. I hope there's no issues.
I do too, Nefty.
I hope it's perfect. But from experience and his own experience, he said it himself earlier. Right. He's had issues with every single vehicle. Okay,
And he takes care of
it
it.
gets taken care of it. He takes care of it. It gets taken care of. Fine, but you have issues with every single item.
Yes.
That's not good. That
Yes.
is not
Yes, I
good.
have. Yes, I
Period.
have.
So that's my thing, right? It's
Right.
let's hope for the best, but let's be realistic. You know. 300 deposit. People are crazy with your deposit, Nifty. Rudy.
Me?
Oh my god.
Well, Nesty, you're going to fast Money Ranch. Unbelievable.
That's
Wait
gonna be
a
a fun day, bro.
How dare you?
Guys,
Oh,
I'll
man.
do a solid for you guys. I'll take him out to the local strip club. We got some strip clubs on the island, bro. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna be ballers that night, bro.
All right, guys. So next topic, we have this beauty from Iconic.
Oh
Okay.
man.
So it looks like they've only teased 2 pictures so far. This is the newest one.
No, they released a full set, man.
They did already?
Yeah, if you go
really?
on
I'm on their website and there's nothing. I'm on their Facebook.
No, hold on, let me see if I can find it for you then.
Just released, yeah.
Yeah, find it because right now I'm on their Iconic Facebook page and there's nothing. Just these 2 pictures. This one and this one right here, which was the first one that they showed. That's it. Nothing else. So it looks like, guys, they're making a Ryu 888 pieces. It looks like limited edition. It looks completely different than the one they did already. Obviously, the one they did already was the classic look, right? The clean face. This one, as you can see, has the beard, which was a different style of Ryu over the years, especially, I believe, for Street Fighter 5 or 4, Street Fighter 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for PS, whatever it was. We got the scar here on his chest, obviously silicone body again, the same Feisten style body or TB League body that they used. Nefty, did you get into this line?
Yes, I currently have Ken here, Ryu, and I have Akuma that's coming down the pipe. I haven't gotten the third party Chun-Li because I'm waiting for them to make it. This guy right here, I mean, he's not of my liking because I don't remember him like this. I know there is video games of him like that. What's that? It should.
Will says, have Fab Nefty call Jazz Inc. live if there's an issue. Imagine.
Yeah. So, I'm hearing rumblings about Iconic, and how deep the slime might go. And I'd rather stick with the classic characters as we know them, because you start getting into variation, you can get in trouble. This looks cool. I don't knock it, but I know the classic Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, and whatever they'll come up with, I'll stick with that.
So you're gonna get the core guys.
Yeah,
hey, Fabs, I sent you some pictures because I found the pictures, but I think they're on 16 Republic, and I think.
I gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm not in that group.
Yeah.
I'm not in that group, guys. That's why I never get the stuff that's in there.
It's a couple of the pictures that they've got up from
this character.
Yeah, so I send them to you on Instagram.
I got them. Thank you.
I mean, Rudy, don't you think they can go crazy if they start getting to the variants of each?
Oh my God! Think about it.
Well, they're gonna give you the most common variants, right? So they're gonna give you, like, for example, for Ken, they already give you all the different hairstyles, right? So there's not really much to give you besides what? A different looking outfit, right? A different colored outfit and a different looking, head sculpt, which it's Ken. They really, do they need to do that? Absolutely not.
I just want to move on from Ken, Ryu, and get into Chun-Li, and then whoever else is coming after that. Because I feel like they're doing a little Hot Toys move here, that they're giving you another Iron Man.
Right. Because who do you got? You got the traditionals, right? Did they do Zangief already or no?
No. They're at Chun-Li now. They're working on Chun-Li now.
Got it.
We got Running Geek in the house. Welcome. First time here. Nice.
Technically, Fabs, Chun-Li should have been next. This guy was never hinted. And he came out.
But this guy's limited too, right? 888.
Right. This is 888, but this is what they're doing, right? They're doing what Hot Toys is doing by throwing in limited pieces in between their announcements. And I told you guys this was going to be the new norm. not about the limited pieces, right? Because everybody's been doing limited pieces from forever, right? This has been a thing for decades. So it's not nothing new. It's not that Hot Toys is creating this. No, by any means. But what you're going to see more often of is companies throwing in limited pieces in between their standard or their usual schedule. That will happen.
And you know, fam, I just noticed this is the first of their iconic Street Fighters with separate rolling eyeballs.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So they're
everybody's doing this, man. Everybody's doing this.
I'm characters I have don't do that.
Every and again, rolling eyes is not something that Hot Toys created. Rolling eyes is not something that Hot Toys invented.
Right.
This has been happening for years. They're just making it in 1/6 in the world we're in. That's why it's to us. Oh, Hot Toys did it first, right? But they didn't. Dolls have been, have had this forever. And now, obviously, as you see, there are third-party companies doing it as well. And you obviously this is not third-party, it's licensed, but might as well be a third party because it's just a kit bash pretty much. So Nefty, 1 to 10 on this figure. And is it appealing to you?
It's beautiful. It's for people that like this variant. It looks amazing. But I'm not getting it because I start getting into all these variants, man. I'm gonna stick with the classic looks of the classic characters. I'm hoping they can expand the line, Chun-Li, and many more from that. But this looks cool. I'm just not gonna move on this one.
Question for you guys.
I like the separate eyeballs.
Question for you guys is it looks like you get 2 head sculpts also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing, the body's definitely new, right? Because the other ones don't look like this. This is way more muscular and way different than the original ones. I can tell you that. I see it already. This is a new body developed for this figure specifically. 100%.
You have the one right there in front of you? Right, you?
What, the original one?
Yeah.
No, I could pull it up though. But I'm telling you, it's.
I mean, other than the scar, it still looks kind of like the same body to me.
It's not. I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you right now the reason why I'm saying that. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see the scarring on it, right? But I'm gonna show you. Could be. Let me see. See, it looks like the other one's is way more detailed, way more tone cut up. Let me see if I find one with. Here we go. One with the arms down. So here is the regular one, right? So as you can see, the biceps look the same. Where's the? Here it is. See?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a different body.
It looks like a different body.
100% different body. I'm telling you right now, this is not the exact same body whatsoever by any means at all. And they have to give us a new body. I mean, look at the arms. The arms look exactly the same. You know what I mean? But to me, it's got to be a different arm because you remember you're putting scarring on it, you're painting it, you're doing things to it. So can it be the same thing? Absolutely, but it doesn't look it to me. Rudy, how do you feel about something like this?
I mean, it looks pretty cool. I got to be honest. It's, I like the game a lot. It's a great looking piece, right? But to me, it's just, I can't get into another line. That's the problem. I can't get into another line. It's too much. There's too much stuff going on. But I'm not going to deny how good this looks. So if you're collecting these, if you're a big fan, these look amazing. How much are these retailing for, by the way?
Like $300.
$300
yep.
for the body. I mean, look, if you're a huge fan, this one's interesting. I actually like the variant, to be honest. I know, Nefty, you were like, you want to go with the tradition,
but I think this is beautiful. Cool.
Like, yeah.
I'm just trying to cut myself from not getting it. I'm actually on the website 2 seconds away from buying it, but no, I can't do it, man.
Trust me, I go through that all the time, Nefty. I go to websites, I'm like, do I want this? And then I'm like, but yes,
I'm actually,
no.
You know what would make me feel better? If I knew for a fact what other characters they're gonna pop out with, because
but it doesn't matter because you just buy whatever you like. You don't have to like wait for them. If they come out with Chun-Li and you don't care for Chun-Li, why do you need to buy her? It don't matter. You know what I mean?
Nefty, it's gorgeous. Listen,
go ahead.
If I were into this line of figures, I jump on this because this is gonna look great on your display, standing next to standard Ryu, next to Ken, and look, even if the other ones start trickling in, right, having that different look. Look, it's not like they're just giving you a different colored, set of pants or something. You're getting a figure that kind of looks decently different. So I think it's a great variant to do, especially for a limited version. No, that's it. Yeah, I think it's a great variant. It's a great approach to do.
No, it looks beautiful. I think it looks great. I wish I was getting into the line. This was, again, it's too basic for me. But it's a 10 all day long. This thing is gorgeous. I just don't like, that the whole my thing is it's a kit bash, right? And to me, that's not $300. Joe, what I'm noticing now? Joker J will be the first one to tell you to buy something, right? But now he's telling Nefty not to collect. He's kind of bipolar right now. I don't understand. Rudy, tell us your experience with Joker J.
What my experience? What was it? We were talking about the 3-0.
When he shoves figures down your throat. Go ahead.
No, he doesn't shove figures down my throat. Let's be honest. We're having a nice discussion, but Joker J. We were talking about his the Coca-Cola variant Fallout 3-0 suit, and I'm looking at this. It helps that I was already kind of on the fence on some of these, right? So Joker J is just like, having that nice conversation with a fellow collector. That
little extra push, that little extra
that like, oh, there's somebody else here, Like maybe I don't feel too much like a peasant getting that armor now,
Nefty, just do it. You'll like it. You'll love the figure. And guess what? It's limited. Remember, you're limited. So don't do that to yourself. The Thor, my friend, thank you for being here. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night, and Leia is coming. Oh my God. Because I'm passing on this variant and need supported. Imagine.
Yeah, it's 309.
You should definitely do it. All right, Rudy, 1 to 10.
This one, I'll give this a nice. I'll give this a 9. 9.
Right?
It's a really good looking figure. Yeah,
it's a beautiful figure, and it does look kind of like the same body now that I'm looking at. But it is what it is. I'm not getting either way.
Yeah,
but Nefty, please don't do that to yourself. You definitely need this. And that he definitely just ordered it. He just ordered it. That's why he was. I told you. I knew it immediately.
You know what it is?
He rolled up his sleeves. I knew he had done it. Oh man,
I actually paid it in full.
Oh my!
Look at that!
Damn, Nefty.
You know what it is? Guys. Forget it.
This is what I mean, guys. Collectors collect. Collectors look for an excuse to collect. Collectors look for a reason to collect. Collectors. The last thing a collector is trying to do is trying not to buy something. Okay, when you're a collector, you want to buy everything. Okay, it's just you have to have your limits. But a collector will always try to collect as much as possible, just because that's what we do.
And you know what it is too, Fab, that I have a whole section genre of video games, because video game was a big part of me growing up. Is a big part of my kids growing up. I remember going all the way back to Atari 2600, ColecoVision, Intellivision, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a whole area. God of War, Assassin's Creed figures, the Street Fighters, The Last of Us. I only have one right now, waiting for the second one. I'm missing other characters that I got there that are video games. Any of the Spider-Man video games, all the Arkham Knight lines, they're video games. So anything that's a video game is all in one section, No, that's showing right. The whole collage of video games.
Nefty, you don't have any NES or Super Nintendo?
I actually have 2 in the attic. I have the NES, SNES, and one of them came with, remember Rob, Robotic Operating Buddy? You play the first game was Gyro.
Wait, I don't remember that one. What system?
It was
no, I think you're talking about. No, you're talking about the Famicom. The Famicom.
No, I believe it was NES or SNES. It's been many years. One of them came with a robot, and his name was ROB. Rob, your robotic operating buddy, and there was a gyro that spin, and you was playing a game called Gyro. Actually, let me look it up on the internet.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea. Eric,
Yeah.
my friend, welcome. Hello. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Ernesto in the house.
Yep,
Welcome, my friend.
I'm looking at it right now.
Doing?
Look, just pop in SNES Rob, and that was, I guess, the deluxe version, and it came with a little robot. That was
no, I never heard of that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
and also, guys, next topic we got, and the reason why Nefty, obviously, you guys know Nefty is here on Saturdays usually, but he's here today because he wants to let you guys know about a new product, a new figure that came out. It's two of them actually, but we're gonna get into the first one. Obviously, this is Nefty's favorite line of all time.
Oh my
Here
God.
we are.
His favorite company too.
We have the Star Ace Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters figure, right? So Star Ace is making it, as you can see, guys. Now, Rudy, let's go with you first, since you're not the peasant here. How do you feel? Are you excited for this? We know that you bought. Which ones did you buy? The
Present Toys
ones.
I got those ordered.
You got all four, right?
Yeah. I ordered all four of those.
And they all come with two head sculpts, right?
Yep. Now the head sculpts are not they're questionable, right? They're not great.
Yeah.
They're not the best. You
So
can
now,
tell who they are, but they're
So now, getting those and seeing these, do you regret getting those? How do you like these? Do you think these are better? Do you think yours are better? The present toys are better? How do you feel about this?
No, I'm happy with my decision. I think like even because look, the sculpts on this, they don't look great to me.
Mm-hmm.
And with Star Ace's track record, the final in hand version is probably going to be a lot worse.
All right, hold on. Before you disrespect Nefty, what is their track record?
Oh my, horrible. Let me just say. Let me the vest. Let me put on the vest. Shrapnel's coming my way. What happened here, my man? What happened, Star Ace? I go out on the limb for you guys, and look what you do. You disrespect me. Listen, I'm all in on the present toys. I got all four of them. And the crazy thing, guys, is this is licensed.
Right.
Now, Fabs, let's discuss. Who is this for? Because
what do you mean?
Wait, no. And many items, many figures, sometimes you have the cushion of saying Hot Toys is going to make it. Well, that means I'm going to go out on the limb here and say that Blitzweight doesn't have the license anymore because these people have it. And so this is it.
It has nothing to do with that because remember, that's not even a conversation anymore. Multiple companies could have the same license for the same exact thing. So that's not even a thing, right? But who is this for? This is
going to be somebody coming in now that doesn't want to go back for the old Ghostbusters that are too expensive.
Or doesn't know, or doesn't know about the original, right?
Yeah. This is, now I can't even say that I would buy this for the parts because present toys, the body looks better, the suits looks better.
The suits look better, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly figures that I have, right? The sculpts, one of the sculpts, the Angel Eyes guy, right? The Lee Van Cleef is great. The Clint Eastwood is all right, but the tailoring is actually pretty good on those figures. So if they can, I think they're just, recasts of the Blitzway accessories probably. So I think you're going to get something that's, listen, is it going to be as good as the Blitzway? Probably not, but it's going to be pretty decent. If you don't want to go back and pay, what are they going for now? $2,500, $3,000 for the whole set. So, but this is part of another conversation too that I was noticing because Mondo also had the figure from The Thing that just dropped, right? Okay. They just dropped that figure from They Live, the John Carpenter's They Live, right? Nada.
Yes, I saw that.
And it's like none of the big boys want these licenses. That's what you're starting to realize, right? Hot Toys, they could make these. I think they could make these in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, right, I think these licenses are older and they're much more of a limited appeal, right? They're appealing to people like us that grew up watching those movies, right? But if you go to, a younger crowd, they're all into Marvel, into Star Wars, into DC, right? Those are the big titles. They're not going to go back. You're going to ask them, have you seen John Carpenter's They Live? Have you seen the original Ghostbusters? half of them are probably going to look at them like, what are you talking about? Those movies are terrible, right?
Right.
So this is for people that have a bit of nostalgia to them, like us, that grew up watching these, right? And again, that don't have the money or don't want to go back and pay the money for the Blitzway figures. That's what it
gonna be
is.
for that. Now, what's the going price, guys, for the Star Ace? If anybody knows,
The Star Ace, Peter is $284.99.
84? No way.
And the Winston is
Wow.
$284.99.
For Eddie
No way.
Murphy, bro, that is freaking crazy.
So,
$284.
Have you seen? But it's not the first one. They have the figures from the boys line coming out, right? So Mike, I know, loves that show, and their figures look horrible, and they're charging the same amount of money, $284, because
Correct.
they're licensed, and they look
Correct.
terrible.
No, the licensing is what's giving you Hot Toys pricing. Period. You know what I mean? That's why we're paying all these Hot Toys pricing. Ernesto says those are for peasants that have professional collectors in their resume.
My present toys, my 4 present toys, are unfortunately gonna have to go with my Afterlife Ecto because those bad boys don't have no characters to accompany that vehicle.
Right.
In my budget case.
All right, so let's get into the actual figure. Likeness and head sculpt. Nefty.
It's pretty weak. I mean, even my old Blitzway still looks better than this. The gears, the uniform, it looks like oversized, too oversized.
Yeah, baggy, very big.
Yeah, very baggy. You know, even there's something about the pack that he has in the back doesn't look right. I mean, I haven't gone into details. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it in details because I saw the horror and I didn't even bother looking further when I was on my own time. But nah, man, this is bad all around. Even the prices, because if you would have said $120, $175, I'll get you. But $284,
yeah, that price, man.
Mean. So that means what is it? 600, 1,200, 1,400 for the all 4 of them when they come out.
Yeah, it's going to be over $1,000 for all 4. You know, so that's crazy. I would never. Okay.
And then they're shooting themselves on the foot because they're licensed, but they know because they know what's up in the community. That President Toy is coming out with their own bad boy.
Yeah, but think about it, Nefty. You are one of their probably top 3 customers ever.
The Rocky line. It was the Rocky line. You know.
So
man, now, what are you doing?
Now, Rudy.
Yeah, but just to go off what Nefty was saying, it's the same thing that happens with the licensed figures, right? You put these on Sideshow, right? And think about the casual collector that doesn't know about the community and doesn't know what else is out there, right? They're not going to know about Present Toys or about like another option at this. They're going to see these as the licensed. And for some people that are super fans, they might decide they want to buy this, right? That's what Star Ace is banking on. That once they get the license, they're going to advertise this, right? You see some of the other third parties where you get the images and then they get blurred out until they get released because nobody wants to deal with the headache, right, that comes with these. So, that's what they're looking for right now. For me, this is, I think, everything Nefty that you said, right? The sculpt is already weak to begin with.
Yeah.
And again, right, knowing the companies the way we do them, we know Star Ace's track record of there being, we're not even talking about a softening on the sculpt. We're talking about major downgrades, right? Where it doesn't even look like the product that you ordered.
Correct.
So you're starting from a low level and you're only going to go down from there, unfortunately, right? And then the only thing that could be a redeeming factor would be the tailoring, the uniforms, the accessories, and like you said, even those look off, right? Even the name, right? And I'm not saying they need to stitch them on, but it's just a screen printed logo on it, right?
It's like a sticker.
It's a sticker.
Yeah.
It's super cheap, right? And now that I've been getting into or even in the past, like getting into some of the DID, the easy and simple, the damn toy stuff, right? That you're getting. It's a lot of work, but you can see like patches that are embroidered and that get, either Velcroed onto the suit.
Extra detail.
You can do it.
Extra
you
detail.
can do it. And when you see, you know that other companies are capable of doing that, and you see this at almost $300, right? Probably 300 once you throw in taxes and shipping, right?
Absolutely.
And you're getting a screen printed logo. It's like, come on! It just, the whole thing looks off.
It's a
And
slap in the face. It's like there's no they didn't put any time into it.
Right. And again, right, we were talking about this backstage. It's like Star Ace keeps getting licenses because they got the Ghostbusters license, they got the Rocky license, they got the Boys license, right? And it's like, who keeps giving them these licenses? Well, especially when you see the history, right?
Well, I don't think it matters. I think as long as you pay for it, that's, if you're the one, for example,
that's true.
If you're Disney, right, and I want to buy your Iron Man line, obviously they have to see, all right, who is this company, blah blah blah. They have to figure out, who they are first. Yeah. Once they see, all right, they've been making figures, whether they're good or bad, I don't think that's Disney's problem, right? I think what it comes down to is, do you have money for this license?
Right.
I think that's all that matters. I think it's, if you got the money for it, and whatever your product, and this is where I come back to when Inart goes, WB is forcing us to charge $1,000 for the joke. You know what I mean? So this is where it's like, all right, so what is it then? Are you being told what to price it at, or are they leaving you alone as long as you pay for the license? That's where he gets, what is it? Which one is it? That's why I always say there's no way this company's dictating what you should be selling your own product for. You just ask for them to sell you their permission,
right?
To label it that, but whatever comes out of that, I don't think they're going to be like, hey, by the way, you need to make a better product if you're going to, represent or I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But
that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame, bro.
Yeah, it's annoying. We got TK592. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
I mean, this is going to sit in their shelves because, unless, again, you're a new person coming in and you feel nostalgic, you don't want to go back, or you're not aware of those back pieces, you'll probably jump at it. But 284, whoa.
I can guarantee you, Nefty, I can guarantee you this. They have all of the data of their previous customers. You're going to get an email saying, hey, you've been chosen to buy the peasant pack for only $999. Okay. And then you're going to buy it and say, look, guys, this is great.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I'm looking at the Present Toys one right now, the Vecman too. Again, the sculpt's not great, but the tailoring and even the nameplate it's a piece of fabric that's stitched on the suit.
Right.
So the suit just looks better overall, right? So for the cost, no way. They should be ashamed of themselves doing this as a licensed figure. And even the zipper, right? The zipper is like white and a little oversized. The one on the Present Toys prototype is like matches the suit. The suit is a little worn, right? It's not as clean and crisp.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what the proper term for these figures is. They look ghetto to me. Okay. That's what I see. Sean says these Ghostbusters are disappointing. How disappointing, you ask? It's as disappointing as when you think you paid for a Gal Gadot OnlyFans account membership and it ends up being Hillary Clinton. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that's horrible. That is horrible. We got Barry in the house. Look at this guy.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Nice to see you. All right. So now, Nefty, if there were no Present Toys Ghostbusters, right? How forced would you have felt to get these, since they would have been the only ones out?
And I would be a hardcore Ghostbuster fan.
And a hardcore Star Ace fan?
Oh man, you know what it is, Fabs? It's the $285 price. Even if this was the only option, you would have to be like, because look, I would make an argument sometimes that there's certain figures that's the only option. I'm going to jump in on it, but the decent to me, this doesn't seem decent to me. Now somebody else can be enamored and say, you know what? Regardless, I'm jumping in. Right. But this would be hard for me.
TK says, looking like Temu figures, sewing kits. What else will Temu make for the community? That Temu is no joke, huh? All right. Also, guys, we have for you, we have some updates for the most shameful or ashamed of head sculpt in the world. Okay.
AKA the sleeper.
So, right. So here it is, guys. So here's the head sculpt, right? This was the original picture shown. Everybody, not everybody, a lot of people want nothing to do with this. I brought up the fact that it's got no teeth. It looks funky, right? Now we get an update. So it looks like he is adding the teeth. Like he said, you got some teeth action in the front and the upper part of the mouth. You got some teeth at the bottom here. Here, as you can see, this got none.
And in the back.
So, right. So it looks like he's actually adding some teeth. And here's the updated, better painted prototype, right? So this looks way better than the original one. It's still no teeth here. But like I said, he did mention he was gonna add teeth to the bottom at least. As you saw, that he's got teeth on top, which I hope he does because this looks weird with no teeth. Rudy, what do you expect out of this?
Nothing, because I'm not getting it. I'm not getting this. No way.
Wait, but do you think it's good? Do you think it's gonna be decent? Do you think what do you and remember, guys, for those who don't know, the sculptor is the guy who has made the Hot Toys Tony Stark for the Mark VI and other figures before that for Hot Toys. So this is the only reason why I jumped on it, because he's a sculptor for Hot Toys. Go ahead, Rudy.
Look, if he can improve it, it could be something pretty unique, right? Paint doesn't look bad. The paint doesn't look that bad on this one. No, don't worry, Joker J. I'm not doing it. No way. I have my limits. But no, it could be good. I'd have to see what he updates on it, because it still looks weird right now a little bit.
Yeah, well, the teeth. Once we get teeth, I think it'll be good. Now you, Nefty.
I call it the sleeper. It's gonna come and it's gonna be improved, and everybody's gonna want to jump on it. Already see the main application. I like it. I mean, I definitely need to see the teeth in this color scheme, but it's gonna be a sleeper.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be a great head sculpt to have. Again, what did it for me was the cigar look. I don't have a Tony Stark with a cigar. We have a what was the villain's name? Obadiah Stane, right? Not a custom, a third-party figure made that figure as a model, and that figure came with a cigar. So that's the closest thing I have to a Tony Stark with a cigar is an Obadiah Stane with a cigar. So now getting this, and like I said, I will be using this for my Mark 80, right? The D23 Mark 80 that's going with the Tom Holland head sculpt. D23, not D23 because I don't have the D23. The what's that called? The Avengers Campus Spider-Man. So I'm gonna have both with the head sculpt on, just because I have what do you call it? SJC says where to buy on 16kit.com. He's got them $90 on 16kit.com. Don't forget to use coupon code FabsFigure, no S at the end, and you get $10 off if you haven't used it yet. Ash says it will only two. It's not bad. I'm getting it. It's different. It would stand out compared to. Thank you. Yep. See, that's exactly what I'm getting. I wasn't in the beginning. I was like, it looks funky with no teeth, but then I said, you know what? It is what it is, and he was gonna fix it. So why not? I think in our. All right, and then Rudy, how come you're not getting this at all? You don't like Tony Stark?
No, I love Tony Stark. I'm good, man. Most of my Iron Mans get displayed with the with the helmet on. I'm good. I'm good on this one.
And then obviously, guys, last but not least, I hope you guys are ready for what's about to come. So it looks like, guys, we got some updates on some potential. This is not Hot Toys, obviously, but it looks like we may get a Logan head sculpt from somebody. It says Bow Figure Photography. So somebody's making this custom cigared Logan Wolverine. It looks like could potentially be really, really good. We don't have another another figure we don't have with a cigar, a Wolverine. With a cigar, this would be a beautiful head sculpt to have on any Wolverine figure, especially the one from Origins. That would be great. Obviously, this hair is not from Origins. This is more for the whether it's the Days of Future Past or something new. I think it's from that most likely the Days of Future Past because of these little curl. This is how Hot Toys gave us the head sculpt. Rudy, how do you feel about something like this? Exciting for you to make a custom Wolverine with a cigar?
Yeah, that looks cool because I think we've seen a lot of those moments with Wolverine in the movies, right? So and in the comics, that's a big thing with him. So this is a custom that I think I'd be more inclined to get as opposed to the Tony Stark, because I think the Tony Stark, well, it's different. I think it's very much what we see him in that one scene in Iron Man 2 where he's smoking the cigar.
Right.
To kind of this is something that I definitely screams to me like Logan and Wolverine a little bit more.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, this looks great. If the paint apps are on point, this could be awesome.
Exactly. That's what's exciting. It's like I said, potentially could be great. So we'll see what happens. Nefty.
Yeah, this looks badass. I'm gonna have to open up a cigar lounge in my magic case between me and Tony Stark smoking cigars.
No, that'd be right. That'd be sick. That'd be a sick display. Tony and Logan smoking a stogie. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, it's iconic him smoking cigars, like kind of
exactly. Logan. So
and then nice.
And then another one, guys. We got a Wade Wilson, Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. This is another custom. It looks like they're just sculpting it. It looks great. It looks like he's smiling like Night Spool, but he's got the short hair, short haircut. So another potential one. Again, this is not Hot Toys. This is sculptors making their own thing. I have a feeling Hot Toys is making it. You heard it here every day. And so Nefty, how appealing is this for you?
I mean, it looks good, but we're gonna get it like that. It's not gonna be the burnt mask looking burnt head sculpt, just like that.
This is a custom. This is somebody made this for themselves. Like this is
it looks good, but I wouldn't put it on my Deadpool figure because it never did we see him in the movies like this. It was always the burnt look.
Correct.
He's on mask, but it looks like the actor. So
this would be a perfect for a civilian, for a Deadpool 1 movie civilian.
Yeah.
Wade Wilson style.
Or how they had that third party Wade Wilson from the Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh,
you can always take a sculpt like this and put it on that. Well, with the katanas like that. That would be a great look.
And I can tell you this: number one, that figure is because I have the figure. That figure is super old. Okay, so that body is super small compared to the size of this head sculpt. So it's gonna look like he's got a huge. That would be no. But think about this.
That would be the look, right? That's what you could kit bash there. Yeah,
correct. So if you remove all the parts from that Wade Wilson figure, you can make your own custom with this head sculpt. Absolutely.
Right.
So that's a great idea.
And then that would look great with like the like you said, the last sculpt with the stogie, the Logan with the stogie, and do an Origins. That could be good, actually.
Correct. And also, guys, last but not least, our favorite YouTuber influencer finally came out with his product. I've been waiting. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for this for literally about like 8 years. I didn't know that we were going to be at this level in our community where we are able to buy our own sewing kits with our hero on the front as the logo. So as you can see, guys, we have the beauty. He finally teased and showed what we're getting in our collector's pack. So again, huge shout out to the maker, the owner. Thank you, guys. I don't know. I've been collecting for many, many years. I don't know how I've survived without the makeup kit. So it looks like, guys, we are getting a 50-cent sewing kit from I'm going to pull it up for you guys in a second. Then we get the heavy duty bag, obviously, not made in China by any means. We get the lint roller brush. We get the spray. It looks like an empty spray bottle. I don't know what this is. What is this? Do you guys know?
No,
like a spritzer for
right. That's what I figured for the rooted hair. Yeah, it's like a spray bottle. What the hell is this? Because I don't know what the hell this is.
Oh, that's blue tack for
little things of blue tack. And then you get obviously for your eyelashes, it's a must, right? You can't leave the house without the eyelashes. Also for your makeup, right? This is for the to put on your cheeks or whatever. Obviously the clips, you get the little tweezers if you want, to mess with your eyelashes before you go out. And then what is this, guys? I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I can't see what it is at all. But guys, so this is
I will say before you continue, Fabs, the little tweezers make an appearance in the review that Nefty was so happy to watch, by the way. So,
so they're already so you see them in action.
Oh yeah,
You see them in action, and he plugs the product, and I was
so
you need this.
Was it the tweezers or something else? No,
it was the tweezers. It was the tweezers. It was the tweezers.
Yeah, it was the tweezers. Yeah.
So as you guys just heard, he's used them already in his video to show you how necessary and important they are, which I just said. I don't know how we've lived our whole lives without this. 30, what is it? What's the price? 30 what?
$32, I think.
$32. You can order directly from his page, so make sure
from Australia.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's included. It might be included. So
okay. So guys, make sure you use a credit card just in case there's anything, goes on with your order. So you're covered, because remember, Toys Wonderland is probably involved. And here we have a comment from somebody in the community. Okay, well, first let's get into this. Nefty, how have you been able to, and you being, still learning, being a beginner, how have you managed to collect thus far without your Superman kit?
Well, I basically have some versions of this that I've collected through my wife. Like, the brush. I do have those tack things. Lint brush from what do you call it? At Homes, the store At Homes by the lint brush. And I have already a bunch of what are those tweezers. I have a bunch of that, so I'm not in need of this.
Ryan says, hold on, I gotta hear this. Justin and his happy home toolkit, then I'll go. No, don't go, stay.
$32, huh?
This is what you get if the crane holds on till it's over the whole, but it never does. Oh my god. He got it from Temu. Can you imagine? I have my own repair kit. I don't need this. Too bad it's not branded as exclusive for Fabs. We get 37 of these. Let me tell you something. If he doesn't make a signature exclusive line, I'm not buying this. Okay. I need this to be signed by whoever's making it and himself. Okay. And I need a plaque inside of it telling me this is specifically for me. This is customized for me, and make it special for me. If it doesn't come with that, I don't want it. Nesta says, Nefty, most of us nerds don't know what a wife is. The kit doesn't even have makeup or brush for dusting. There you go. Exactly. This is such trash, guys. This is such garbage. Okay.
$32 though.
And here we go. So Rudy, your take on this. So obviously we know that when you get your main type of collectibles, which are third party, right? This is something that you are probably going to need from now on, which you've, I don't know if you've managed till now without this in your life. But now that it's out, are you getting rush shipping to you, or what are we doing?
Let me start with the first thing, right? First of all, here's my all-in kit from Amazon, courtesy.
Wait.
There you go.
Courtesy of Amazon.
$5.99?
$9.99. And look at all the little pieces.
Oh, you mean the heavy duty tweezers that you got?
Yup. Look at that. $9.99. And if you collect military figures and you have to put those kits together,
yes.
Those little tweezers he's showing there,
useless.
They're useless. You need this stuff. You need like these little.
They're too wide.
You need these little like needle nose ones that you're gonna stab yourselves with. So yeah, no way.
Actually, when I started getting into the military thing, I had to buy those bad boys.
Me too. That's why I have them.
You have to. Here's
and
a
that's
perfect
why
example.
These are like my favorite ones. These hooked ones, because you have to be able to loop things in and out. So the ones he's showing,
the other way, yeah.
Right, you've got to get these. They're very thin. Right, and then you've got to be able to clip onto stuff and just hook it onto the gear and the webbing. It's like there's no way. The stuff he's showing, it's not going to work for those types of figures. Yep,
that's it.
That's what you need. Yeah.
This is one. This is another one.
Yep.
And this is what he's giving you that doesn't work because it's too wide, it's too flat, and it doesn't fit into anything. You still need it for certain things, but these are the ones to go with.
Yeah.
The pointed ones, the hooked ones. So you always, if you've been collecting, even if it's 2 years, and you don't have tweezers and kits on your own, then you're most likely not really doing much with your figures. And remember, we were customizing and making our own figures for years, right? So I've had these things for over 10 years.
Same here.
This is not nothing new. This is not something from 3 years ago, 4 years. No, I've had these for a long time, and I got tweezers everywhere. I got different sizes, different types, different styles, different pouches, different kits of only tweezers, because they're all different and they're all necessary, especially for what Rudy said. Those.
Now that we're talking about products and stuff, I just remember, Rudy, for your module case, get yourself a good lint brush for the velvet part, and get yourself the special static-free that you can put on those type of plexiglass.
Nefty, I'm not buying this, man. I'm not buying.
No.
I'm teasing.
No, because you get a lot of static on the module case.
Yeah.
You gotta spray that thing, it'll kill the static, and it give you a nice clean. So you'll need that.
All right, so here we have a comment from somebody in the community in OSR. He says, all respect to Justin for trying something new and putting out a product, but what exactly makes this thing worth $32? You can buy everything in here for $5 altogether on Temu, and it's the exact same thing. Is the case really $27 in value? I mean, the sewing kit is the exact same. He made it sound like he prototyped everything to get it just right, but it's all just off Temu. Number one, I don't know who would ever give that scumbag any credit that he's prototyping anything. Okay, that's number one. Okay, who is he to be prototyping anything that nobody has ever made before? Nobody. So that's number one. For anybody expected anything fancy out of this guy is retarded. Okay, number two. So the sewing kit. Where did I have those prices? Let me see if I had those prices somewhere, because I think I did. Let me see. Somebody sent me each literally everything priced separately. No, I don't have it. So everything literally is like cents. So like this is like less than $1. This is like less than $1. This is like less than you know what I mean? So everything that he got in this pouch cost him cents, not $1. Something like 58 cents, 56 cents per piece to get in the pouch. Obviously, the pouch, what? In bulk, you buy them in bulk, $2, $3, $1.50, I don't know. So he's trying to shove this down your throats as the must-have, I don't know what, but guys, do yourself a favor.
Rudy, this will be a good Secret Santa gift for Fabs. He opened it up. Oh, snap.
I'm going to have one waiting for you when you come here.
There you go.
He says, when you're a part of the biggest scams in the community, while it happens, you delete posts in Facebook comments and block people who comment during your live stream. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But hey, when you say that, you're a hater and you just hate him and you just don't like him because he's great and he's the king and he's the best. Meanwhile, anybody still supporting this scammer scumbag is a idiot, is a effing idiot, is a stupid idiot, is a dumb idiot, is a retarded idiot. Okay, just in case I missed any names. Rudy. Now,
Yes, sir.
how do you feel about the fact that after being involved in that whole scam, okay, he thinks, right? Remember what happened, right? The scam became obvious. Oh, I can't get involved with this. I'm having a kid. Disappeared. Now he's back with merch and sending you and selling you merch. Like suddenly people forgot what he did. How do you feel about that?
Look, I think the sentiments, we all share the same sentiment, which is, look, I don't know him personally, right? He messed up and he had a chance to kind of right the ship and he didn't do it, right? So to me, that left a very poor perception of me in my mind, so that's why for me it's like he might have some great videos. And look, I watched the 89 with you, Nefty, because I'm curious, right?
Oh,
Out
don't
there.
give me a ball. Don't give me
Right, I watched it too, but at the same time it's like I wanted to watch the product, but as far as him as a reviewer, I feel like it's lost. I don't want to support the channel, although I did today, but it's just it left a bad feeling and a bad vibe. It's like, this is a guy that he did lie. He said he wasn't getting anything from Toys Wonderland, and then he admitted that he was. People lost real money on this thing, right?
Yep.
We're not talking about people, we're not talking about a harmless prank where somebody had a broken figure here or there. We're talking about people that lost real money.
Right.
And you guys covered this on Saturday, and I'll say the same thing. It's like he had an opportunity, whether that means going back and editing all your videos to remove all mention of Toys Wonderland, or not doing what he did, which is when problems started arising, deleting those messages from his group and saying, I'm not involved, delete. When people were clearly looking at him because of his relationship with the company, no, there's just no way.
Yep.
Like, again, I don't know him personally. He might have, been in a situation where he just didn't feel like he had anything else, but all we can judge him on is what he did do.
Right.
And what he did do wasn't the right thing.
Well, what he did do and what he didn't do.
Right. So to me right now, because you see it, I'm sure, I don't know if you still get it on your reviews sometimes, Fabs, but I'll get some comments on some third-party figures, and somebody's like, I still see this in stock at Toys Wonderland. And I'll go into the comment and I'll say, don't buy from there. Do not buy from there.
No,
and
I'll
tell them. So sometimes it's been a little bit more rare lately, but there was a time when, especially the third-party figures that they'd have, and my advice would be like, don't buy from them. Right. Or I get some messages. It's like, this is still in stock. Is this a good company? And I'd be like, no. So, people are getting into this hobby that don't know the history.
Correct.
And that's who's really getting affected, because they, again, right, what video are they watching first? Any video you got, it's going to be Justin.
Correct.
And most of those older videos, if somebody's looking at a figure, it's going to be like, I got mine at Toys Wonderland. They have payment plans, paying for, you get reward points.
Yep.
And these people are saying, this guy has 750,000 viewers. Yep. He knows what he's talking about.
Yep.
They're going to jump at it, right? And then when the problems arise, they're like, what's going on?
Yep. And then that's when they go on tour and in the groups asking questions, or, I didn't get my figure. Does anybody have this issue with Toys Wonderland? And that's when you find out that you're just another tool,
Right.
Now, Nefty, same question for you. How do you feel about, what happened with him, what he did to the community, and then disappeared and came back with merch?
What I mentioned on our last stream on Saturday was that, as a content creator and a following that he has a responsibility. We're in this age now that technology is part of our lives, and people don't want to think that content creators have a responsibility. They do, especially if you have a big following and like that. So it's not like when it happened. I know Saturday one of our colleagues commented that, hey, what was he supposed to do? I'm sorry, man. You have a big following. That's a responsibility that you should take.
You could say scumbag Mike. You could say it.
I would say it in front of him. I don't want to. But what I mean is with that amount of following, you have a responsibility. You understand? You're leading people everybody can make their own decision, but it's kind of like what you said, Rudy. When you see that amount of following he has, oh, this guy must know what he's doing. Yep. And you can't, when you screw up, you can't say, oh, it is too much of a task to go back on the videos and whatever, edit it out. Then take it out of circulation. I don't know if that's possible because I'm not a YouTube guy.
Yeah, no, you can
privatize everything and then edit.
Be responsible. I came from that career where actions has consequences, and I dealt with victims, and so this is kind of one of those things. I mean, if he would have been based in the United States, I'm sure we could have gone for interstate commerce, which is federal crime. You understand? And God knows what else. But the point is, I'm not dignifying this guy by buying his product or promoting his product. I did see the videos of the '89, but he this is something that will never go away. Every time we talk about him, I always remind everybody, just like I do with my kids with 9/11. I tell them, remember the day. I'll say with him, remember the victims that got burned with him. The money loss. I mean, some people in this collecting, they don't have funds left and right. And for them. And that's people that this means a lot to them. It stabilizes them. There's a lot of mental issue out there, and
absolutely.
And this could have put a lot of people in crisis. Remember, we were in the COVID, coming out of the COVID thing when this kind of like broke, and to put people in that financial hardship to no avail because some of them never recovered their money.
And one thing that was really painful to see. Right. And to know was that, like you mentioned, there's a lot of people who, can barely afford these things. Right. So they go looking for that super, super deal, which is how Toys Wonderland got your attention. Right. Putting figures up for $110, $108. You're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? I need this at $108. And that's how they got you. Right. They got you to send them your money. And then that was it. And then what happened? You were screwed out of your money.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. You see all the channels that posted like something's going on with this. Look, I never bought from Toys Wonderland. I was tempted. There were times when I was tempted for the deal, but I had I have the retailers I was going to that I had a good relationship with, meaning that I'd always had good experiences with. So those were the people I'd buy from. But for somebody not like you said, not knowing what they're doing, it's like, Toys Wonderland, great deal. I'm going to get that figure that I'm seeing on Justin's video or on other people's videos. Right. That's amazing that I might not be able to afford otherwise. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
Joker just be hiring a killer kangaroo contractor. Contractor. But yeah, no, it's very, very true. Think about that. You're saving up your little money. You're $150, hoping that you're getting this figure for $108. You send in your money. Yeah, I'm getting my figure for cheap. I'm collecting, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out you got scammed. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And another thing I always want to bring up too, Mike was one of the few people who got every single item from them. He
got lucky. He got
and he never got burned. Never got burned. He got everything he was supposed to. Never got the runaround. Never got an email saying, "Oh, here's your trade tracking." Never. So that's why he feels very strongly about when we talk about it, especially what I say. Right? He's like, not everybody, which he's 100% correct. Not everybody did. He was one of the very few people that didn't get scammed.
He's fortunate,
And he still ordered. Let me tell you something. If I would have been Mike and I found out that people were getting scammed, I would have stopped immediately. He didn't. He kept going and going and going. That's ballsy because he wasn't getting one figure. He was getting cases from them. So can you imagine? Nah, I wouldn't take. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for me.
Look. You know how bad the situation is. Where even there's a news story because we all saw those videos, right? There's a news story on how this company's defrauding people. I mean, the fact that somebody in the Hong Kong media picked up on this and actually had a televised story about this, that tells you it's pretty bad, right? Because this is a hobby that we're so in it. We think it's like a major hobby, but it's not. It's a very niche kind of group and hobby and collecting market. So for this to trigger some attention and get enough to get a news story about it, it's pretty bad, right? And you
guys going to Comic-Con?
Yeah, you going?
No, I'm going to be up in Rochester. It's a homecoming for my kids up there. RIT. They're having a hockey game. Gotta be.
I got my ticket. I'm going to meet Fabs in person and Mike on Thursday. And then I don't know who else is coming. I don't know if Joker J is coming. I don't know if anybody else is going to be there, but I'll be there.
Right off the West Side Highway, there's a beautiful strip club there, bro. Take these guys over there, right? And just when you get to the door, ask for Nefty. They'll take care of you, all right?
That's for Nefty.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys the story offline when we hop up.
Right off the West Side Highway,
Let me see something real quick because I just want to make sure that William isn't blocked because there's a lot of peasantry going on.
Wait, is William blocked again? Is Luch blocked?
No, Luch isn't blocked. Let me make sure that he's not blocked at all.
And I'm checking to see if anything dropped. I'm starting to see pictures of the Mark 7 in Gantry, or the Mark 6, sorry, in Gantry.
No, nobody's blocked. Everybody's good. You're good, William. Wait, what pictures are what?
No, I was just looking on Facebook to see if anything dropped while we were talking, and I just saw a picture of the Iron Man Mark 6 with the gantry.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting that.
I can't wait to get that.
Mantis and Mark 6 guys coming on Friday, so I'll have them on Friday. Also, Nefty, are you expecting anything before we're out of here? Are you getting anything?
Yes,
are you getting anything?
I'm notified. 2 rocks from Inart.
You're joking, right, Nefty? Tell me you're joking.
And they want me to sign for it, bro. So it's real, bro. Expect an unboxing, bro. 2 rocks.
Did you really get a rock? No, you didn't. Man, I was gonna say
I got Mantis and Robin coming from the art studio. I mentioned that on Saturday. ORG. I always forget the name of that company.
Orgy Studios. I know.
Yeah.
Rudy, what about you? Are you expecting anything? Are you waiting on anything?
No. Now I'm waiting for my Mantis shipping. Notice my She-Hulk shipping. The Iron Man with the gantry. The Rocket. I'm waiting for those.
Rocket Cosmo, you're getting?
Rocket and Cosmo, yeah. I'm just waiting for them to ship at some point. That's pretty much.
I haven't gotten anything yet for them, so probably soon. But guys, just showing you guys, I got the 22 Batman Bruce Wayne suit and kit. Here's the body by Present Toys. Here is the outfit here. So we're gonna do a live unboxing either tomorrow or Thursday. Okay. So depending on my schedule tomorrow, I may do it tomorrow. If not, then obviously Thursday night. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, Friday I'm getting the Mantis, the Mark 6. I'm also expecting something else.
The Chrome?
I'm getting no, I didn't get a notification for that yet. I am getting, guys, my second Mighty Thor figure. I told you guys I wasn't going to get a second one. I didn't think it was necessary, but I hate wasting those head sculpts. And the fact that she came with 2 helmets, right, the exclusive and the regular one, I'm like, I need a second one. So I bought the second one. It's coming. It should be here probably next week at some point. So I'll make obviously my regular daily video with that. And what else? I feel like there's something else coming.
You know what I'm waiting for? And I sent you the picture from 1/6 Outfitters. I'm waiting for the Inart Harry Potter. So I think I will have that hand next November 2025. That's when I'm going to have that one in hand because it's going to take forever to get to me. I trust me. He had all these boxes, and I'm like, dude, where's mine? I'm like, I ordered from overseas. I'm like, can I get one of those boxes? I'm impatient.
And also, Nefty, one last time, let them know what's going on with the 89 when you get it.
I'm getting the plaque this week, but I'm scheduled to have it in October. So I mean, it can change because he already charged me for the shipping. So
okay.
Any day now, I guess.
Also, maybe you'll get it early, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping because I'm charging. That's what I thought when I got the first notification. I thought it was a Bat mobile, and it turned out to be the sign, the plaque.
Yeah. But guys, so like I said, like we said earlier, like Nefty said earlier, stay tuned. We're doing a live unboxing of the 89 here in the cave together. Okay. So you guys better be here. If you guys want some honesty, like I said, I hope the vehicle is a 10 all day long. I hope there's no issues. I hope this is the very first vehicle Nefty has with no issues. But again, we got to be realistic. I'm going to expect the worst of the worst. Obviously, it's not going to be the worst of the worst, but I'm going to expect the worst of the worst. Just again from experience, and Nefty, you know, being 12 vehicles or 10 vehicles deep, and having all of these issues every single time. Again, taking care of every time. He's been very, very vocal and clear about it. But getting them is a problem. Having your vehicle show up with issues is a problem. It's not normal. That shouldn't be the norm. And it looks like for Nefty, it's his norm. And that's not okay. So we're going to get crazy with that vehicle, guys. So make sure you're here. Obviously, I'm going to announce it as soon as we find out when he gets it. And buckle up. In the words of Luch, strap it on, guys, because it's going to get crazy. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.